Welcome to another episode here at MVP Charts.
And as a reminder, guys, these are all trade ideas for entertainment purposes and not financial advice. And remember to hit the like and subscribe button, as weekly videos like this are coming out consistently, along with more educational content throughout the week. Now let's dive into these charts.
Hey guys, this episode we're going to be talking about how to read our charts. We have videos in our website so you can start watching and actually gaining that knowledge on how to read them and not only chart yourself, but also they say you don't have the time. Once you know how to chart, once you know how to understand them, you can read any charts, not only ours. But then we do the work for you, so then you can just read our charts and trade them accordingly. But so the topic you're gonna go is over today is how to read charts, how to form a plan based on our charts and based on your risk, meaning your account size, your tolerance, your psychology, all that has to be a big part and play into it. How to stick with the plan uh, with either outcome. So you have a plan, stick to it for the upside or the downside. You got to be prepared for both sides. Everything isn't just winning, winning, winning. Now, it might be more than the usual because of structure, statistics, things that we haven't played, but you have to be prepared for both sides. You're not going to win all the time. You might win 80%, 70%. It all depends on your risk management and how you manage your risks. Next one is we send alerts as they approach levels. I'm gonna talk about that. So we send alerts as they approach levels, so you could decide based on the chart, right? Based on the chart we have in place, you can decide your risk whether okay it's giving you a chart. So because we know we all have jobs and that's the part of the service. So we keep you consistently updated and alerted. And give you plans and ideas so you can take action on them and profit from them because you don't have the time to do the research and the work. But guys, very stress is a lot. Very important. Just get the basics on just on how to read the charts, understanding market movements, so that you can then see and feel how you see money coming in and out and decide for yourself. Okay, I rather stay on the play or I rather just sell. We were talking about how to grow your accounts, a small account, into a large account consistently, because consistency is key in this game. The name of the game is take theirs before they take yours. That's it. Next thing we're going to talk about also is one another tip. If you're unsure of a trade, because you're if you're unsure of a trade because you didn't know why you got in or what was the plan or anything, then get out. Shouldn't be needing to wait for alert or exit. That's why we give you the plan idea. You're supposed to be ready, and we alert you, of course, and let you know, hey, the price is going to react at this level, so you decide and prepare yourself what you would do then and there. Whether how much time you have on the contract, if it's an option, whether you can write it out longer, if you see the play continuing, if you feel the market is strong, things like that. And you can ask those questions as well. But you formulate your own entry based on our ideas because you're watching the stock and you're seeing it, whether it's holding a level or things like that, and get ready to get out based on the chart ideas we give you psychologically. And we will alert when things are about to happen or things are coming up, so you decide what you want to do with your money and your profit based on our idea, which when you got in. Another topic is that we're gonna talk about is just at the end of the day, guys, just it's all about having a plan, knowing how to stick to it, knowing how to execute, right? I've taken losing trades. You saw our list of all our trades. We're in a lot of stuff. I'm not saying you guys should take them all. We don't take all our trades that we put up. That's why we put them up, because it's our ideas. Some of them, a lot of them work out, and we're not in them. And that's why this week, every week or so, I'll put a full disclosure of all the different trades I'm in. You will see that I'm not in all the ones that are on the website, but we do post ideas and then we post the updates on each and every single idea. You don't have to do the research or the work. You have to just know how to read and then execute based on the risk you're willing to take for the plan or profit you are expecting. So keep that in mind, guys. All right, so let's get started.
All right, guys, here we have the Facebook chart. To begin with, we're going to talk about how to read our charts. So here we have a simple plan from Facebook. It was put on 211. I know some of us took that. I will get into more detail about that. I know some people other than myself took it. We went into the red next last week, and then today made a move, and it actually took us to the green. And a lot of you were concerned or questioning, oh, should I sell? Should I not? My wife did alert on the website where when the where then where the thing was gonna reject the price, so that way you kind of had a heads up that hey, it's coming towards a zone. Remember, a zone, that's very important. So how to read the charts. Here we simply have, oh, here we go, we have Facebook. So we say that a plan. Favorite is still good for the upside as long as it stays above 268 support, which held very well yesterday. That was on the 11th. We're on the 16th, so this was last week. So this is this chart right here is a 4-hour chart we're looking at. So right here we look at 268, 270. It's holding, it's doing its thing. Now, very simple. Whenever you buy contracts or options, always buy. I know it's a little hard, but try to buy at least 30 to 60 days out, minimum. The more time, the better. Now, you will have to go out of the money a little bit to be able to get a better price or more affordable price. But remember, it's not about what you can afford. It's about being in the right play and in the right place. If you can't afford that play or you have difficulty and you like a play and you can't get in there or can't figure it out, feel free to ask us, hey, I want to get this. Which one would you recommend? This is my bank. This is how much I have to for it. You think this is one I could invest in? No, it's a little out of my range. Then you know what? It's fine. You will have another opportunity to hit it. Move on to the next one. Look for another play. That's why we put all types of plays just based on the chart and what's ready. So base right here, target 283, March 19 expiration. We even place the strikes just so you can have an idea on what to get in and what not. So, make it a little easier. So let's see what this stock is doing now. So this right here. Okay, here we have Facebook in our TD chart that we put on the website. So here we got Facebook and we're looking at the day chart. So these are the day, and you can see here how the day ended. A nice, a nice pretty green candle. Very bullish from the holding. Remember the plan? The plan we were talking about what 260, 283 target and 268 was support. So we come back and look at this. We can see here 268 was support, but it's actually at 273 right now. So it's been around the area from the 11th. So the 11th was this day. So from this day to now, it's been pretty much holding that area, that level. So that was the buy zone, that was the buy time. Today was the candle that gave the signal for the rest to come in. We identified this move before it happened in preparation. Now that it's happening, now we're going to start profiting. So some of us took profits today. This is where the point of psychology and having a plan and sticking to it comes into place. So here we have it in a smaller time frame just for teaching purposes. And here we go. Let's actually put it in the 1 hour time frame. So here we have it in the 1 hour slot. So every candle is representative of 1 hour. Here we go. So from last week, from the 11th, which was what was it, Thursday or Friday? I forgot. Well, from last week, it's pretty much holding that area, the buy zone that we identified and alerted to you guys previous day. So if you have that buy zone there, all you pretty much literally just get in and just be patient. Buy enough time. So when buying contracts, please be looking for 30 days minimum if you're only going to hold 2 weeks. 60 days if you're going to hold more than 2 weeks. Anything after 60 days is even better. All depends on your pockets, your size, and how far you are to the strike. To what strike you get played in terms of getting into the money. So how close the strike is that you select. But we gave one alerted in time that was affordable and gave time. Yes, it went a little negative, and then today it went positive just on that move alone, and it's just starting. Now, many of us got profit at this level, 50% blue line fib. That's when we alerted it that was going to hit, and it did. It broke a little past it, as you can see here, and then it came back and kind of held and stayed strong, a strong close for the rest of the day. So what we see here is you see the main plan, right? You have to formulate which idea or where you want to take profit. The target is 283, right? We're nowhere close. So if you buy enough time, 60 days, you would just chill and relax. Now, today, if you were ready next week and you have a March 19th, like the thing says, today was a green day, it popped up, target is 283. Now you have two choices. You can either take profit at this line, because we alerted at this line it is going to reject. So knowing this, you have to decide, if I'm green, do I take profits or do I continue to let it ride? This is where risk management comes in, and you decide what amount is good for you, what your goals are, and things of that sort. So in this situation, when growing, here's a little tip that I need to tell you guys. When growing a small account, please stick to a small percentage of gain. So when you're down red, and when you come back up, right, 20-30%, guys, that's a great profit on any trade. Don't look at the number that you're making. Remember, all that's relative to the amount you invest. So 20-30%, as you are building an account, take profits. Don't cry if the thing keeps on going. Don't FOMO into anything. Move on to the next play. There's always another play. There's always another setup. Point is to live to trade another day. Don't try to go for home runs when you can't afford, or you can't afford, or hold on to the pain if it goes against you, and if you even have enough time. Or let's say the whole thing just goes to, just goes amok, and you take a big loss. Can your account afford the big loss? That's why a plan is so important, and sticking to it. Now, as you're having a trade and it's moving along, it is okay to ask and find out and figure out, hey, I have this much day time on my left on my contract. If you have a contract and not shares, you feel free to ask us. We'll give you advice. We'll try to help you out as best possible. Ask us a question. Hey, you think I should be holding, because this is my plan. This is my target. Oh no, I don't, and we'll let you know. I don't see it going there based on your time frame, this and that. So, and we'll tell you, and then you decide what your risk is. What you're willing to risk. You're willing to gamble until a certain point, or let it go. So that's just the Facebook plan, and it's very important, guys, to stick to the plan. That's one of the very important things that you guys need to focus on. All right, so let's stop this real quick, and let's continue.
All right, guys. So we just saw Facebook. I just explained pretty much, how to read the chart, how to read a chart, how to read a chart from level to level. You got to take it from level to level. So if 268, we give you the levels. So 268 was a hold level. You see it at 268 bouncing 269, 270. Then 268 got respected. Then you got to start looking for an entry. Take your entry, and your trade is to 268, which is target, which already give you a target. Now, up to the target, there's lines and places of rejection. People are going to take profit. Nothing just goes straight up to where it needs to go, because there's somebody that was holding about down here, that in the middle where you're at, that maybe where you got in, they're like, I'm making a killing. I got to get paid. Remember, take yours before you take mine. Name of the game. It is what it is, guys. I don't make the rules. I just know how to play, and I guide you guys to be able to do it. So so at the end of the day, it's always about living to trade another day. If you take a small loss today, it's better than a bigger loss tomorrow. Why? Because you can always move money around, take it from one place to the next, or one trade to the other. If you see a stock is about to move, like you have a feeling that's a much better plan, and this one's taking too long, you can always do those type of moves. That's called moving money around, making money work, adjusting yourself, your portfolio. So another thing is always have a plan or an idea when you get into a trade. Okay, I am looking for this to happen so I could get paid on this, right? Have some structure, have vision, guys. Have vision of what to expect, what to see. Now, if you don't see it for happening exactly the way, which no, usually it doesn't. It usually happens just in the way you expect. But you have to be, focused on it to see how it's actually moving. If it's moving in your favor, if it's working towards your favor. It's not moving exactly how you expected or saw, but is it working towards your favor? That's very important. So by adding time to the contract, that's key. 30 days, 2 weeks tops, maybe a week. 60 days is really where it's at. Anything past that is money in the bank in terms of giving yourself the time for the play to work out. You're not going to be in a trade or holding a contract or anything for that long. Usually it takes 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 1 week. I remember I had a big Tilray play earlier in the year. It took 3 weeks and a day, and I actually got two pumps. I got the first pump held, and then I pumped again, and that's when I sold. So why did I keep on holding it? Well, because I was looking at it after the first pump, analyzing it. One day went by, okay, it's still holding. One next day went by. After 3 4 days, then it exploded to the next level. But I saw that there wasn't no real reason or um, that Lachar was telling me, jumping at me for me to scare out of my trade and jump out when I had a much further target. I had multiple targets. We have multiple targets on the way up. That's why we put multiple levels. So you will see this in the chart and you decide, okay, never go for the very top. If you want the very top, you need a lot of time. So that money's gonna be sitting there for a minute because the stock don't just go straight up; they bounce around. You see, it goes up and down, up and down. Oh, it's going up and then it comes back down and then down further. I don't even see my finger no more. Then it comes back up, and that's how the stock plays. So, uh, a random walk. This is a quote from somebody. A random walk in an upward drift. That's the way I can explain it. Random walk, but always in an upward drift. That's the stock market in layman terms. But now we're as swing traders or traders, we're here looking to capitalize on the short movements in the short term. Now, always remember, keep in mind, as a trader, it is never wrong to pull a profit. You're not an investor. Well, it depends. If you want some investment ideas, we have that as well. I have an investment portfolio, which these investments are long term. And if you're interested as a member, I could tell you exactly my portfolio. I will give you what I have, what I'm holding, what my plans are, what I see, what I know about each of these companies individually. That's no problem at all. As a member, we'll get. If you ask, you will get. So other than just that, so just know we have investments in as well, and we will pass that on to you guys if you guys are interested in knowing. Full disclosure, like I said, at the end of the day, this is all financial ideas, all trade ideas, not advice. So just focus on that, guys, on trying to read the chart, understanding movements, having a plan, and coming and forming your own opinion about something, sticking to it, going in and going out as well. That's the only way you will truly be successful, right? Because if you want alerts, everybody wants, tell me when to get in, tell me when to get out. But if I tell you and you miss it, exactly. Markets move very fast. So that's why when you have your plan and you're on top of it, you can follow and stay on it. And then when alerts that we give you and things like that, hey, we see this happening, you start preparing and looking out for it and reacting when things happen. On top of us alerting you when things are coming, so you can start preparing, looking, and then ready to react with a computer, laptop, iPad. Doesn't matter. You can trade in so many different ways, shapes, and forms nowadays. All right, guys. So, um, lastly, any questions you guys have, just feel free to send us an email to the company. Hit us in the DM on Twitter. You see how we're active on Twitter a lot more. My wife is, she shares that aspect. Um, email, Twitter, DM. We will, private message on Twitter. We will actually, take care of you guys individually on your own personal level. Just make sure, guys, you you do your part. You know, you do your part. We're trying to help guide and help build. That's what we're trying to do. We help build. So that way, and down the line, you yourself, well, let's say you don't have the time, or you don't want to chart. You don't want to do all that. That's fine. We do the research for you. That's what we do. That's what we provide. We do the research, the charting, and we provide the ideas, and you take them based on what you think it's best for you. So, with that said, guys, I'll let you guys go. Please subscribe on the bottom. I don't know which side it is. Subscribe in the bottom and thumbs up. And till the next one.